So this is what I would have told myself when I was 18, is that what is it that is very important and useful? I mean, other than getting good grades, I got pretty good grades and got into college, but then actually lost a little bit of the game because I was just chasing the good grades. In college, other than good grades, it matters a lot who you're networking with. If you're getting the right internship or work experience. As you know now, Tesla, Google, and many big companies don't even require a college degree to get in. So you need to understand what are the kind of skills that your peers are picking up online, and you're no longer in competition with your college peers. You're in competition with the world, as well as robots and AI algorithms. So a lot of the jobs that when you graduate and take it up, it's already changed a lot. So just chasing good grades is no longer enough. And so what is it that you want? And also to become happy, I would have picked up better social skills, soft skills, and network a lot more, and become a more influential person, because as I started working, I realized being influential, it's very useful and an important soft skill at work. Is not just the technical, because when I got into one of the best accounting firm, everyone is good, everyone has good grades. So what is it that differentiates you is really for example, the soft skill, ability to dress up, ability to influence, your persuasive power, and also your ability to work with people you disagree with, and how you get them to be on your side when opinions differ. That's a very good skill to start developing in college, other than grades. I'm not saying that grades are not important, because to be honest, a lot of good jobs out there still require very good grades, because it's one of the differentiating factor. But other than that, what are your strategy in making yourself stand out? So that is point number one. Number two, the point that I will give myself is to read more. I mean, other than the reading I had to do for my bachelor's degree, I was literally not a very active reader, and also because I didn't try to understand how to study. So I spent a lot of time making notes or summary that wasn't efficient, or attending lectures or seminars, and I could have done a lot better if I learned how to study. And there are a lot of science behind what is effective memory skills in studying, that if I could have used that, I would have saved a lot of time, and that time could have been spent on reading, because my coursework was so heavy. I mean, my professors were from University of Chicago, Columbia, even Harvard, Yale. So their expectation for coursework is very high, and it was a very difficult jump from my previous studies. So I had very little time, and the other time I spent it in activities like sports. So I wish I had understood the science of studying when I was 18, so that I could study more efficiently, spend less time, and achieve better results. And I could have also read more books. And some of the books that I would definitely recommend myself at 18 reading, not the technical books in economics or accounting, but books like Dale Carnegie, How to Influence People and Make Friends, or How to Make Friends and Influence People. It's a book that Warren Buffett read, and that changed his life. And I would have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, understand a lot more about psychology. Also, I would actually document more of what I read. So each time you read a book, it's good to write it down, how you discover the book. For example, Rich Dad Poor Dad was recommended to me by a colleague when I was working at Pricewater, and that was a very useful book to have. And and how you discover the book. Number one, what do you think of the book? What's your opinion of it? A summary of what it says. And also, how do you think this will apply in your life? And if you put this on a website or on somewhere where people could read, or a blog, over time you have accumulated intellectual property, because people are interested in your opinion of the book before they read it. And it will be very interesting as well for you to look back when you're 25, 26 years old, already working, to see what were your opinions of that book. And this would actually help you digest information a lot better, because as you know, today there is a lot of data and a lot of information that overwhelms you. So it's very important to put out there what you think onto paper or a blog, so that when you're 25 you could look back again. And it's also a kind of a memento for yourself. So I recommend you write down how you discovered the book, your opinion of the book, how you think the book is going to affect you, a summary of what the book actually says, and put it on a blog and build some intellectual property. Point number 3 is going to sound very controversial, but I'm a person who seriously believes that the government is overprinting money, and government around the world are printing a lot of money. There is a big inflation going around, and money is getting worth less and less. And it's important to try to understand cryptocurrencies and new financial instruments. So the number 3 advice is to buy Bitcoin, store it in a hot wallet, and never touch it. So don't touch it for 10 years. Do not touch it for 10 years, no matter what. And buy a few up-and-coming currencies that you have never heard of. I don't know, Shiba Inu or whatever. Put $100 in, and don't sell it. And this must be money that you are prepared to lose. I mean, a lot of us are making money from doing side hustles, like making websites or creating videos. Save that money, buy Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, keep it, and never ever look at it for 10 years. So that is my advice. Okay, point number 4. It's a very important point that I've told myself earlier. Very difficult to put it into practice, is don't worry about what people think about you. It's very hard. When you're 18, the opinion of others means so much to you. I understand. When I was 18, the opinion of others means so much to me, and it could be your physical hormonal thing. It's something that we have to grow up with. But I wish when I was 18 I would take people's opinion less and just go for things, take more risks, and be yourself. Because honestly, people don't think about you as much as you think they think about you. People have their own lives. They don't care about you. They don't have an opinion about you. And their opinion about you don't matter. It's very important for you to charge forward, be decisive, take your goals, don't be shy, and be shameless. Just try some things, and if you want to make a YouTube video, make them. If you want to go for an overseas internship, go for it. If you want to travel, try it. Or if you want to learn computing but you're like in philosophy or psychology, take up an online course, but just do it. Take action. Don't just dream about it. Don't worry about what people think about you, or even the way you dress. Try, because college is the time when you get to experiment. It's a time when it's the most joyous or very stressful. So it is a time when you get to experiment with your thoughts and come to an understanding of what you like or what you don't like, because the stakes are so much lower when you are in college than when you graduate and you have bills and a job or a career. So think about this and think about what you would do if you don't care about what people think about you. Or family, friends. It's so hard even for people much older than me to say that I don't care about the opinions of others, because as human beings we are conditioned to be in a herd. Like that's how we survive in the ancient time. But Today, being individual when you're in college, when you're 18, it helps a lot because you see Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, and Elon Musk, they did their own thing. But it's gonna be hard because you're doing something that no one else is doing or the average person is not doing. And it might not be successful, it's a risk, but I encourage you to do it when you're 18. You will look back and not regret. So don't worry too much about the opinion of others. My next advice is not gonna be very popular, but when I was 18, I wish I drank a lot less and go to bed before 1 a.m. because it really cost me my health. As you get older, once you hit 22, 23, 24, or 25, it's gonna be very hard on your body. It's gonna start catching up if you drank a lot and party very hard when you were 18 and didn't sleep past. I mean, you can have conversations and catch up session, hang out with your friends, but anything past 1 a.m. is not gonna be very nice. The next day you're gonna get a very bad headache, you're gonna like sleep, and you don't think much about it because when I was 18, I could still go for my seminars, and the next morning I could do my work, I could do my studies, there's no problem. I could appear sober in front of my professors, but really at 25 it started to catch up. So don't drink too much. Drink and be happy with it if you want to drink, but don't get so drunk that you're like not sober the next day, and don't hang out after 1 a.m. Nothing good's happen after 1 a.m. People are acting weird and you get so tired, the whole day the next day is lost and you lose very productive hours. Yes, party, but don't go after 1 a.m. Nothing good happen after that. Just remember, and even the crowd, the type of people that I hang out with after 1 a.m. was bad. So people who hang out after 1 a.m. tends to be a different crowd as well. Hang out late, but not after 1 a.m. That is my advice to my 18-year-old self, and I hope this is useful for you.